In today's world, a dollar bill may not be worth much. However, it is still a very difficult legal tender. As a result, there's a good chance you'll be surprised by a number of fascinating, interesting, and simply bizarre facts about the dollar note. Welcome to Interest Spot, and in today's video we will be looking at some interesting facts about dollar bills that no one knows. Number 8. The Bureau of Engraving is merely experimenting with the $1 bill. From 1992 to 1996, the Bureau experimented with web printing, a less expensive process that employs a single continuous roll of cotton paper and allows printing to be done twice as quickly. The process was halted, but the money remains legal tender and quite valuable if you have one. Series 1988 AE, Series 1993, or Series 1995 bills have a little number to the right of trust in the motto that can be used to identify them. Number 7. The eagle was not something Ben Franklin wanted on the bill. The origins of the first dollar bill, as well as subsequent revisions, provide an intriguing glimpse into the history of a fledgling independent nation. The bald eagle, a proud symbol of the United States, is seen on the reverse of the dollar bill. However, if Benjamin Franklin had his way, we now see a turkey there today. Franklin once said in a letter that he thought the eagle was a bird of poor moral character because it couldn't handle its own fishing. He believed the turkey would be a far better choice. It was a more respectable bird and a truly original inhabitant of America, according to Franklin. Number 6. Some dollar bills are used to make homes. As weird as that may sound, it's actually true. When dollar bills die, where could they go? They may be all around you, and you are completely unaware of it. When bills grow too old and worn out, the Federal Reserve removes them from circulation and shreds them. Then, oddly, the old greenbacks become even greener. The shredded bills are then occasionally sold by the Fed to enterprises who use them as building materials. The panels on your roof or the insulation in your walls could contain recycled cash. Number 5. It's not all paper. The paper and ink used to create U.S. paper currency are as distinctive as the design. The paper is delivered to the BEP in brown paper wrapped quantities of 20,000 sheets, except for $100 paper. Loads of 16,000 sheets of $100 paper arrive at the BEP. Throughout the manufacturing process, each of these sheets is tracked and accounted for. Wood pulp is used to make much of the paper that people use in their daily lives, such as newspapers, books, cereal boxes, and so on. The currency paper in the United States is made up of 75% cotton and 25% linen. This is what gives U.S. cash its distinct appearance and feel. Green ink is used on the backs of all bills, regardless of denomination. On revised $10, $20, and $50 bills, however, faces employ black ink, color-shifting ink in the lower right-hand corner, and metallic printing for the freedom emblems. Number 4. The bills are only good to use for a short time. Money does not grow on trees, and it also does not last as long as you may believe. According to the Federal Reserve, the average $1 bill only lasts 4.8 years. That may not seem like a long period of time, but on average, $5 bills only endure 3.8 years. Number 3. The 13-step pyramid is still incomplete. The number 13 appears to have a strong love towards $1 bills. The Eye of Providence is a symbol depicting an eye, commonly contained in a triangle and encircled by rays of light or glory, meant to symbolize divine providence, in which God's eye watches over humanity. On the reverse of the Great Seal of the United States, which is portrayed on the United States $1 bill, there is a well-known depiction of the Eye of Providence. The Eye of Providence was incorporated as part of the iconography on the reverse side of the United States Great Seal in 1782. It was first presented as part of the Great Seal by the first of 3 design committees in 1776 and is assumed to be the suggestion of artistic consultant Pierre-Eugene Dussemetière and was a common emblem for God's benevolent oversight at the time. The argument that the Eye of Providence, depicted on the Great Seal of the United States atop an unfinished pyramid, signifies the role of Freemasonry in the foundation of the United States, is popular among conspiracy theorists. The frequent Masonic use of the eye, on the other hand, stems from 14 years after the Great Seal was created. Furthermore, Benjamin Franklin was the only Mason on the numerous design committees for the Great Seal, and his ideas for the seal were not selected. Similarly, several Masonic groups have said categorically that they had no involvement in the development of the seal. Number 2. There was actually a $10,000 bill. The $100 bill is currently the highest denomination printed. There used to be $500, $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 notes, but the Federal Reserve eliminated them in 1969 due to lack of use. The last time these bills were printed was in 1945. Except for Chase, who was Abraham Lincoln's Treasury Secretary, the bills depicted previous presidents William McKinley, Grover Cleveland, James Madison, and Salmon P. Chase. Some of these bills are still legal tender, but good luck persuading a cashier to give you $10,000 in change. However, the majority of them are already in the hands of collectors. Number 1. You can actually track your dollar bills. Currency bill tracking is the technique of tracing the travels of banknotes. Currency tracking was first popularized in the United States in the mid-1990s, and it swiftly expanded to Canada and then the rest of the world. Currency bill monitoring websites can keep track of the currency used by its users. A user can register a bill by inputting its serial number, and if the bill has previously been registered, the bill's journey can be viewed. Some bill monitoring websites urge you to mark your bills before you spend money, while others do not. The laws of the country issuing the money usually determine this. Marking bills is prohibited in the United States if the aim is to make the bill unfit to be reissued. However, this is rarely enforced, and if convicted, only a fine is imposed. There's a simple way to keep track of your money. All you have to do is go to where'sgeorge.com and input your bill's serial number and zip code. The site will display all of the towns, states, and countries where your bill has been reported to be held by others. You'll also be able to keep track of its progress as it circulates. Isn't that amazing? Well, we're going to end the video right here. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and do share and subscribe to our channel.